Welcome back, Awakened Intuitives. Welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. We are back to do a reading on Goddess Ishtar Inanna, and I have to shout out Crystal Medicine for bringing this information to me. She wants me to cover this topic, and I thank you so much, Crystal Medicine. If you do not know who she is, her channel will be linked in the description below, so please check her out, show her some support. She's amazing. She does all sorts of things, and so there's that. I am going to pull some general energy messages first. All these decks will be listed in the description below in the order of the video and in the comments below as well. No, not the comments, just the description below. And timestamps will be in the description and the comments below. If you want to skip the general energy messages, I'm going to read some information about Goddess Inanna. If you want to skip that, that's totally fine. I do have some music, Goddess Inanna, Sumerian goddess, music playing in the background that I do not own the rights to. So it's been really interesting to listen to this as I did my prayer, my cleansing, the singing bowl, my crystal ball, and just things like that. It was like the only one I was able to find that was a bit longer. And so hopefully we'll enjoy it. But anyway, welcome. If you are new here, welcome. Let us know who you are in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to. And again, let's begin with the Angel Wisdom cards. I'll do this first. I will pull from the Awakened Dreamer and then the Shaman Wisdom cards. So let's begin with that first. And then after that, I'll read the information and then begin the reading. Feels like I haven't been here in forever. All right. Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only. What do you have for general energy messages? Opportunity. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. Drawing this angel card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be open to you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quiet in your mind and ask the angels to help you. Affirmation, I'm ready for all opportunities. It just instantly reminded me of the opportunities she had and was presented with, and that she took them. Really interesting, at least what we know of. You will learn a little bit more when I read you some information about Goddess Inanna. Let's pull from the Awakened Dreamer. Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only. Can you give us a general energy message about Goddess Inanna from the Awakened Dreamer Oracle? Thank you. This one's a little bit wonky. Just one, please. Confidence. It reminds me of Babylon. Babylon and Mesopotamia. You are divinely made. You glisten with love and glow with genius. This is like how they depict her. No matter what you may be going through, roll back your shoulders, lift your head high, move your hips and sway, shimmy and rock out with confidence to the rhythm of your dream life. Wow. Okay, that is really interesting. Now, one last one from the Shaman Wisdom Oracle. Okay, one last one, please, from the Shaman Wisdom Oracle. Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only. 33. Okay. Beings. Masculine, South, Mercury, and Air. Okay, so 3 is about communication, transportation, journeys. And then we could add that up to a 6, which is health, wellness, daily routines, and boundaries, possibly organization. So let's pull this out of the guidebook and see what that says. I am beings. I am vitality of your life. Together with squash and corn, we are the life force. Oh, I always return more than I take. I feed the earth. This is a time for new or renewed relationships. Love is in the air. Developing harmony leads to security, which allows for advancement. Reconcile any old issues and concerns. I'm versatile. It still reminds me of Goddess Inanna and what the stories are and the tales are. But we'll read you that information, and we're going to start to begin now. So let's timestamp this. Today's been a kind of an awkward day. We'll do 5:25. Kind of awkward for sure. Okay. We'll do 35. All right, Goddess Inanna. Inanna was an ancient Mesopotamian goddess of love, war, and fertility, reminding me of those general energy messages. She is also associated with beauty, sex, divine justice, and political power. Is she actually the divine feminine? I've kind of wondered. We'll ask. She was originally worshipped in Sumer under the name Inanna, and later by the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians under the name Ishtar, an original Sumerian goddess. Patron deity of Uruk, her name was written with a sign that represents a reed stalk tied into a loop at the top. Oh, it kind of reminded me of these beans and the vines. Just a little bit, okay? This appears in the very earliest written text from the mid-4th millennium BC. She's also mentioned in all of the early god lists among the 4 main deities, along with Anu, Enki, and Enlil. In ancient Sumer, she was called the Queen of Heaven, and the progenitor of the goddesses Venus and Aphrodite. Tricked the god of wisdom Enki, her father, into giving her special tools, including the valuable tablets of destiny, which gave her great powers. Today, Inanna is honored by many members of the transgender community and is seen as a symbol of feminine empowerment. Inanna managed to do so by gently getting Enki drunk. I cannot talk. Okay. And by the time he got sober, she was gone. Enki tried to get his tools back, but with no success, so he accepted the defeat. Inanna was now all-powerful, but she felt very isolated and lonely. Inanna soon had 2 suitors, one farmer named Enki, short for Enkidu, and the other Dumuzi, as a shepherd. Both gave her beautiful gifts, but Dumuzi's sumptuously soft woolens gave him a distinct edge. Inanna was worried about her sister, Ereshkigal, and decided to visit the underworld to see her. Ereshkigal's husband, the god of death, had recently deserted her. Though the goddess Inanna felt concerned about her sister, she dreaded the trip. After all, the 2 sisters had never gotten along very well. When Inanna arrived at each of the 7 gates of the underworld, the gatekeeper demanded she leave one of her garments. He required her to leave her jewels and even her crown. When she finally saw her sister, the goddess stood before her, naked and vulnerable. Ereshkigal was angry with her, feeling that Inanna had not been supportive of her, hadn't even visited her before now. So Ereshkigal flew into a rage and killed her on the spot. Inanna had been foresighted enough to advise her servant that if she did not come back, he would mount a rescue attempt. When she didn't appear, he appealed to Enki, her father, who sculpted 2 tiny creatures from the clay beneath his fingernails and sent them into the underworld with the servant, carrying magical substances called the food and water of life. The creatures soon came upon Ereshkigal, who was deep in grief, mourning the loss of her beloved husband. They were quick to acknowledge her pain and comforted her with kind words. Ereshkigal was so touched by their concern that she offered to give them anything they wanted. They asked for the corpse on the wall. And soon they were feeding the lifeless Inanna with the food and water of life. Revitalized Inanna requested that she be allowed to return to the world. Ereshkigal consented, but only on the condition that someone returned to take Inanna's place. Inanna ascended through the 7 gates, collecting all of her possessions as she went. With her crown once again upon her head, she exited the underworld and returned to home, to find that, in her absence, her beloved Dumuzi had usurped her throne. In a fit of rage, she sent him to take her place in the land of the dead. After cooling off, Inanna decided perhaps she had been a bit rash and went to get him back, since she now realized that Inanna's visit had been had been to express compassion to her, Ereshkigal agreed to let Dumuzi return home, but for only half of each year. Each year, Inanna must descend again into the underworld to resurrect her consort and renew her vitality. Given new life by his consort, Dumuzi returned to Earth as the god of vegetation. Fortunately, he was allowed to return to Earth each spring in time to ensure the fertility of the land. At each gate, Inanna was required to shed a piece of her identity, a possession that symbolized an important role or relationship with her life, a part of her identity, the face she showed to others. One of the important lessons of the goddess Inanna is that if we are to remain in touch with our true selves, we must surrender our attachments to the outer world and travel inward, okay? The goddess Inanna represents the many facets of being a woman and the importance of roles they each play in living a full life. She is a powerful example of a courageous way of being. She is unafraid to face the challenges and changes that are required during the course of life. As one who courageously traveled into the dark places of the soul, she can be our guide in times of tribulation. The goddess Inanna is often represented by symbols associated with her distinctly feminine but courageous, wise, and just nature, or with her association with death and resurrection. The Mesopotamian goddess Inanna is associated with fertility, politics, and war, so her symbols are equally varied and cover lots of ground. 8-pointed stars are one of the most powerful symbols across several religions. They symbolize life, fertility, and protection against evil. Right there. Okay. 8-pointed stars also symbolize Inanna's travel to the underworld and the gates where she had to leave her belongings. Other symbols for Inanna are rosettes, scepters, wool, apples, mirrors, a knot of Inanna, and a crown. Lions are often associated with courage and grace, both of which are the characteristics of Inanna. After all, it took a lot of courage to descend deep into the underworld and face your ill-tempered, estranged sister. Other animal symbols of Inanna are doves, bats, butterflies, and snakes. Lilies were often associated with various goddesses and female saints due to their elegance, grace, and delicate appearances. Lilies also symbolize purity, innocence, and rebirth, and Inanna is associated with all of them. Other plant symbols for Inanna are narcissus, reeds, myrtle, and sumac, all sprout in spring growth. Colors that symbolize Inanna are green, black, red, silver, and white. Inanna was also seen as the bright star of the morning and evening, Venus, and identified with the Roman goddess. In some myths, she is the daughter of Enki, the god of wisdom, fresh water, magic, and many other elements and aspects of life, while others she appears as the daughter of Nanna, god of the moon and wisdom, but is most depicted as the granddaughter of Enlil and niece of Enki. As the daughter of Nanna, she was the twin sister of the sun god Utu Shamash. And in some poems, including Gilgamesh, Enkidu, and the Netherworld, she is a sister of the hero Gilgamesh. Really interesting. Inanna is also known the long, intricate hymns written by Enheduanna in honor of her personal goddess and the patroness of Uruk, Ininsangura, Ninmesera, and Inanmehusa, which translate to the great-hearted mistress, the exaltation of Inanna, and goddess of the fearsome powers. All three powerful hymns which influenced generations of Mesopotamians in their understanding of the goddess and evaluated her status from a local to a supreme deity. Scholar Jeremy Black writes, violent and lusting after power, she stands beside her favorite kings as they fight. In a Sumerian poem, Inanna campaigns against Mount Eghi, her journey to Eridu to obtain the Meh, and her descent to the underworld are both described as intended to extend power. This ambition can also be seen through her manipulation of Gilgamesh in the tale of the Hilupu tree. When she cannot handle the problem of the pests which infest the tree and fails to find help from her brother, Utu Shamash, she attracts the attention of Gilgamesh, who takes care of the situation for her. Still, her stated intentions in this story are honest. She only wants to cultivate the tree in order to harvest the wood and cannot handle the serious and threatening pests which make it their home. Her gift of the magical objects, possibly a sacred drum and drumsticks, to Gilgamesh for helping her eventually result in his friend Enkidu's journey to the underworld to retrieve them, and the description of the afterlife he brings back to Gilgamesh. In the famous Sumerian Babylonian poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh, century 2700 to 1400 BCE, Inanna appears as Ishtar, and in Phoenician mythology as Astarte. In the Greek myth, the judgment of Paris, but also in other tales of the ancient Greeks, the goddess Aphrodite is traditionally associated with Inanna through her great beauty and sensuality. Inanna is always depicted as a young woman, never as a mother or faithful wife who is fully aware of her feminine power and confronts life boldly without fear of how she will be perceived by others. But in the Epic of Gilgamesh as Ishtar, she is seen as promiscuous, jealous, and spiteful. When she tries to seduce Gilgamesh, he lists her many other lovers who have all met with bad ends at her hands. Enraged at his rejection, she sends the husband of her sister, Ereshkigal, Gugulana, the bull of heaven, to destroy Gilgamesh's realm. Gugulana is then killed by Enkidu, the best friend and comrade in arms of Gilgamesh, for which he is condemned by the gods to die. Enkidu's death is the catalyst for the famous quest Gilgamesh undertakes to discover the meaning of life. Inanna then is central to the story of one of the greatest of ancient epics. In Inanna's aspect as goddess of war, Inanna is depicted in the armor of a male in battle dress. Statues frequently showed her armed with a guitar and bow. Quiver and bow. So sorry. Okay, so is also identified with the Greek goddess Athena, Nike. She has been further associated with goddess Demeter as a fertility deity and with Persephone as a dying and reviving god figure. No doubt a carryover from her original incarnation as a rule goddess of agriculture. In the Mesopotamian pantheon, Inanna's genealogy varies with the era of the myth and the tale told. Now said, she is a daughter of the supreme god Anu, but also depicted as the daughter of the moon god Nana again, and his consort Ningal. She is a sister of the Ishtar, also known as Adad, god of storms. She is also depicted as the daughter of the supreme god of air Enlil. Her husband Dumuzi, who suffers from her rash What? Not yet, okay? You have to wait till I'm done because you can't be walking alone, okay? Anyway, who suffers for her rash choices in the poem, The Descent of Inanna, transforms in time into the dying and reviving god Tammuz, and annually at the autumn equinox, and the people would celebrate the sacred marriage rites of Inanna and Dumuzi, Ishtar and Tammuz, as he returned from the underworld to mate again with her, thus bringing the land to life. The sacred marriage, which reminds me of stars aligning, planets aligning, we'll ask, of Inanna and Dumuzi, was central to the fertility of the land and was reenacted at important festivals such as the festival Akitu at Babylon by the king and the priestess having intercourse, or perhaps only symbolically mating in a kind of I can't say it. Her temple at Uruk was her central cult center, but throughout Mesopotamia, her temples and shrines were numerous, and sacred prostitutes of both genders may have been employed to ensure the fertility of the earth and the continued prosperity of the communities. Her clergy were both male, female, and third, which one would define as transgender in modern day. Male transgenders, known as Kurgara, castrated themselves. Females who identified as males were known as Galatur. Both were thought to have either been transformed by Inanna Ishtar herself or created by Father God Enki to rescue Inanna from the underworld. The Descent of Inanna poem notes that Enki made them neither male nor female, and the clergy of Inanna's temple honored this tradition by embodying it. Scholar Colin Spencer commented, "Sacred prostitution was a central part of the ritual in the temple. The priestess performed a sacred marriage to ensure the fertility of the country and the great fortune of the new king. For the king copulated with the holy priestess at the beginning of his reign. There were lesser priestesses who were also musicians, singers, dancing, okay, that confidants, okay, dancers. Certainly some of these were men who also copulated with both men and women, mated. The goddess Ishtar had turned these men into women as a demonstration of her powers, yet though Ishtar Inanna was an all-powerful presence, and through prostitution was revered and also an important economic factor in the running of the temple. Women's role in society began to be secondary to that of men anyway. Inanna is among the oldest deities whose names are recorded in ancient Sumer. She is listed among the earliest 7 divine powers: Anu, Enlil, Enki, Ninhursag, Nana, Utu, and Inanna. Supposedly under the reign of the Amorite king Hammurabi of Babylon, goddesses were increasingly replaced by gods. Inanna kept her position and prestige through her adoption by the Assyrian and Neo-Assyrian Empire as the Ishtar, goddess of war and sex. She was worshipped from at least century 2900 to century 500 or 550 BCE. A prominent and highly honored Mesopotamian goddess, 2nd millennium BC, often called the Lady of Armies. Bam! That was a lot. Very interesting stuff, though. For sure, for sure. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with the reading. I can't wait. Let's get a tarot deck out. We may go back and forth between tarot and oracle. Again, they'll be listed in the description below. I got an idea. Let's use Tarot of the Divine. There's epics, tales, poems, fairy tales. Did I say that? Anyway, sorry, but we're going to use this first. All right, my first question. Okay, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow. Use your discernment and unconditional love and light, so be it. So, here we go. All right, was Goddess Inanna an actual person in Mesopotamia? Was Goddess Inanna an actual person in Mesopotamia? On the earth plane? 8 of Swords. That's not a yes. 8 is death, rebirth, incarnations, reincarnation, endings, and new beginnings. Swords is air, words, communication. But 8 of Swords can be like a mental imprisonment. Something in your head, feeling tied up, jail, locked up. But she has this, it looks like a donkey, cloak, skin, fur wrapped around her. So she's almost portrayed as something else. And there's a castle in the background. It reminds me of temples. So that's interesting. Was Goddess Inanna human on the earth plane? We're going to ask this in a different way. Divine Source Creator, thank you. Ooh, human. Ace of Cups, interesting. Ace of Cups can be a yes. Cups is feelings and emotions, water, liquid. Ace of Cups can be heart chakra, heart center, purity of the heart, unconditional love, self-love. That can be a yes. So she could have been truly human, but trying to portray as something else, or portrayed as something else. Interesting. Was her father Enki? We're going to try to figure this out. They say Enki, Enlil, Nana, Anu. So let's see if we can figure this out. Was her father Enki? 10 of Cups. 10 can be a no, but 10 of Cups can be a family. It can be a group. It can be structure, foundation, happiness, joy. And, oh, wow. I got to get this guidebook because it's like there's people in the water, people on the land, and there's like this man with a crown. Also, the land people with crowns. So, let's see what this is about. 10 of Cups. It's Julnar the Seaborn. It's a Persia Arabic folktale. The 10 of Cups represents true emotional and spiritual fulfillment. After many hard trials, Julnar finds a happy, loving husband and has a child. Her brother rises from the sea, which often represents the subconscious, to congratulate her and celebrate her newfound life. Harmony, reunion, security, domestic bliss, found family. It could have been family. Okay. They could have all been family. So, what? Oh, and it mentioned brother. Was Enki Inanna's brother? Ooh, the High Priestess. Interesting. And number 2, earthly. Earth things, earth plane. The high priestess is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And she who knows and sees things, she has visions, she's psychic. And she will not share the truth. Awesome. I'll show it here in a minute. Thank you. She will hold on to the information. She has the knowledge. This is Scheherazade, Turkey Arabic folktale. The high priestess is a keeper of vast knowledge with a story for every situation. She asks the listener to focus on what their subconscious tells them, encouraging them to form their own conclusions. Her power is vast yet subtle. Her answers are always mysterious. Wisdom, intuition, dreams, mentoring, and enigma. And the moon can be maternal. That was 2 cards with subconscious. Subconscious. All right. Is Inanna's father Enlil? Was Inanna's father Enlil? I wonder if they were all her fathers in certain incarnations. Were they all her fathers? Oh, I don't know. Were they all her fathers in different incarnations? 9 of Cups. 9 can be higher learning, higher education, higher knowledge, spirituality, faith. Cups, water, emotions, feelings. 9 of Cups can be like an overindulgence. It can be a lot. It could be an intoxication. Wishes her to the universe you can rest after all your hard work because you know your dreams are about to come true. Ooh, and this reminds me of the stories of Babylon and the temples and stuff there. Let me read you this story. Okay, so it's Taj al-Muluk and Princess Dunya, Iran Arabic folktale. The 9 of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. Prince Taj al-Muluk fell in love with Princess Dunya, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. Dreams, realized fulfillment, pleasure, recognition, and triumph. That's interesting. Oof, I don't know about that one. So let's ask, was Enlil her father? Was Enlil actually her father? Was Enlil actually her father, Inanna's father? Divine source, creator, protectors, ancestors. King of coins. Oh, I think it was Enlil. I think so, because this King of coins is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Earth sign. It's got the tree with the roots, connection, family tree, and he can be about lineage. He can be like a father figure. He's very well off materially, financially. He has structure. He has loyalty. Let's read this one. Okay, this is Hanuna, the world turtle, North America, Iroquois mythology. The king coins represent stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. He may not be an active participant in their lives, but he's always dependable, slow, and steady. Success, dependability, conservatism, a strong will, and willing to work. I think it could have been Enlil. Shoot. We got to ask about the others, though. Was Nana her father? Was Nana Inanna's father? 8 of Cups. 8 is death, rebirth. It could be reincarnation. He could have been in a previous incarnation or whatever. We've got that 8 before. Cups, again, feelings, emotions, water. 8 of Cups can be walking away, leaving behind something, moving forward to go achieve your goals, leaving behind things that are not going to serve your future and what you want. That 8 stuck out to me. I think that 8, that incarnation, regeneration, reincarnation is very, very, very important. Very important. So now what about Anu? Judgment on the bottom. That's a huge yes for me. That's made a decision, trumpets blowing, angels coming down, made a decision, a huge yes. I think that they were her fathers in certain incarnations. But was Inanna the granddaughter of Enlil? Because they mentioned that as well. Was she the granddaughter of Enlil? I gotta ask all the questions I can. Was Inanna the granddaughter of Enlil? I don't think so, because 5 of coins, 5 of pentacles. So 5 is changes, transformations, possibly challenges. 5 of coins is isolation, left out in the cold, feeling left out, winter time. She's outside of a church, maybe temple, but this can be divorce. It could just be feeling sorry for yourself. So I do not get a yes with that. I think Enki, Enlil, Nana, Anu were all her fathers in certain incarnations. Okay, all right, so let's move on. Have there been misinterpretations of the Sumerian texts and poems? Which you would think so, but let's ask. Have there been misinterpretations with the Sumerian texts, poems, artwork? Ooh! Oh, man. Ugh. We have a Page of Swords. Oh, that's so interesting. Pages can be young, immature, but they could also be about opportunities, offers, messages, or something new. It's usually about a messenger or messages, but this Page of Swords can be moving to a more solid ground with ideas, plans, projects, ideas, like information books, tiptoeing to that more solid ground. It could be the spying, stalking, and watching card as well. There's a temple in the background. I think it's like tiptoeing about the information, about the messages. So, yeah. They try to interpret it the best way they can, you know. Anyway, so yes. Did Inanna trick Enlil into giving her special tools? His special tools, like they say. Oh, the moon. This is Pisces energy here. Water, emotions, feelings, intuition. This can be secrets, lies, hidden, unknown, unseen, maternal, portal. She's walking across this bridge. There's lily pads. Interesting. That could be illusion as well. Yeah, I absolutely think so. Yep, I think so. I think that is true. I think they got that pretty right. Princess Kaguya, Japanese fairy tale. The moon is the subconscious. Again, subconscious. All right, here you go. And all its illusions, potential pitfalls, and the possibility of self-deception. Here, 2 tanukis, shape-shifting raccoon-like animals, each stare at a different moon. Though it is not clear which is the real one. Trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, and insecurity. There you go. Absolutely. That's true. Wow. Okay. Well, why? Why? The Hierophant. Wow, another major arcana. That's a Taurus energy there. That's earthly. It's a number 5, changes, transformations. So the Hierophant can be some kind of spiritual leader, spiritualist, or religious leader. She had temples in Uruk. And this can be conformity, rules, establishments, marriage, contracts, a spiritual awakening, a self-enlightenment. That's interesting. That sums that up pretty freaking well. So that's the White Buffalo Woman, North Dakota, Lakota deity. Oh, and she was a deity, right? So the Hierophant is a divine figure and teacher who shares the rules, rites, and rituals to follow as a community. Oh my gosh! Absolutely! On point. There is a place for everyone and everyone in their place. She encourages the comfort and support of the group, the path well trodden. Conformity, compassion, self-approval, tradition, and legacy. Wow, that's why. That's why. Okay, what kind of tools were they? What kind of tools were they? The special tools. Oh, shoot. I hope none went downstairs. I don't think so. Okay. I think we're good. Here in a minute, I'm going to switch decks, though. Oh, man. Okay. Let's do this. What kind of special tools were they, please? Okay, another deck. maybe we'll come back to this one. All right, let's do my new tarot deck. It's called the Universal Fantasy Tarot. I really like it. Okay. Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of the Love and Light Only. From the Universal Fantasy Tarot, what kind of special tools were they that Inanna tricked Enlil into giving her? What kind of special tools were they, please? What kind of special tools, please? The moon. Wow. Secrets, things that are secret, unknown, unseen, usually. Intuition, psychic, portals, doorways. Let's see, what one did this say? Let's see, hold on. Trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, insecurity, shape-shifting. It could be subconscious, feelings and emotions. And maybe, wow. They've got those weird looking cloak things like that one woman in the cave. Check it out. Illusion, illusion, illusion. Let me get this guide back. This is not very long at all. It's really quick. Let's see. Here we go. The moon. Emotional balance is achieved when we can distinguish illusion from reality and accept both. Oh boy, was it actually for, ooh, that's beautiful. Illusion among the people. Did they have like the ability to cause an illusion among the people, the community? Three of Cups. 3 is communication, transportation, journeys. It could also be technology. Cups is emotions, feelings, water. So the 3 of Cups can be partying, mingling, hanging out, drinking. 3 energies. Oh, we got kicked off the internet. This reminds me of their, like, back then, their celebrations, their parties, and things like that. So look how seducing they may be. You know, it's like, I think the illusion was something about that kind of stuff. Sexuality. Is that correct? I mean, that's what I'm getting in the cards here, you guys. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles. That's a yes. Pentacles is earthly, earth plane. Okay. Ace of Pentacles can be new beginnings, new finances, new material wealth. There you go. That's interesting. Wow. All right. Let's keep going. So, what are the tablets of destiny? What are the tablets of destiny? What are the tablets of destiny? King of Wands. Interesting. This is a fire sign. Action, passion, courageous. King of Wands can have loyalty. He may have an ego. He always wins. He takes action whenever he needs to. There's like weird ships in the sky. But they almost look like little cities or something. That's weird. Okay. Let's pull this out of the guidebook. Wands. Here we go. King. Knowing how and when to risk is a quality that belongs to the far-sighted. Wow. King of Wands sometimes reminds me of a sticky situation. It reminds me of like being powerful, all-powerful or something. Okay. Let's get an oracle message on that. Let's do Where's my wisdom of it? The epics of Hind. Let's see. I want that one. But you know what? Let's do the Shaman's Dream Oracle. One of my new ones. Okay. Okay. From the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Can you tell us what the Tablets of Destiny is as well in here? With this Oracle deck. Divine Source Creator, Protectors, Ancestors. Ooh, interesting. Number 29. We could add that up to an 11. Portals, doorways. It could be balance. It's horned cactus and resourcefulness. Horned cactus. There's a face on the cactus with horns. Cactus can hurt, but it's like very resourceful. Wow, resources, and it's horned cactus, resources. Then you have number 11, portals, doorways, two different things, some kind of balance, resources. Okay. Anyway, that's interesting. So did Inanna visit her sister Ereshkigal in the underworld afterlife? Like it is said? Whoa. Did Inanna visit her sister Ereshkigal in the underworld afterlife? Like it is said? Oh, wow. Strength. That's a yes for me. That's a fire energy. It's Leo. It's a number 8, death, rebirth. Oh, incarnation, reincarnation. This is loyalty, the lion and the lamb, taming the beast, beauty and the beast. Ever flowing, nothing ever ending. Courage, passion. Oh my gosh, I think this has something to do with reincarnation. There are no enemies, only lovers yet unknown. We can react to fear by opening our heart. The force of the spirit can win out over arrogance and tyranny. That's interesting. I think it's more about reincarnations and incarnating. Okay. And then I asked, if so, how? Is this of reincarnating, incarnations? Is this about reincarnating? I'll show them after. You got to put it up there. Is this about reincarnating? Oh my goodness. I think so, because we have a Queen of Swords. She's an air sign. She's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Swords is air, words, communication. The Queen of Swords is all about truth and balance and justice. She does protect her emotions and feelings. She'll cut out any BS. She's on her throne. But this is a yes for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's find it in this little guidebook. Swords. Here we go. We should not always flee solitude. There are times when we can understand others better if they are far away. It's a little bit different meanings in here, but that's all right. So I think it's more about that. Okay. Why was Ereshkigal in the underworld? Did she just die from the earth plane? Like die? Her incarnation ended on the earth plane. Is that why? One card, please. Did Ereshkigal's incarnation end on the earth plane? Is that why she was in the underworld? Afterlife, underworld. The Lovers? Really? That's a number 6. 6 is about health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. The Lovers can be two energies, two things, a relationship. Her lover. She was married to the god of death. I was going to ask about that as well. We will. Get your headphones, honey. Thank you. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's why. Was it because her husband was the god of death? Was it because her husband was the god of death? Ereshkigal? 2 of Swords. It could be yes and no. But 2 of Swords can be blindfolded about decisions, thoughts, or words, how to communicate. It could be feeling like a tug of war in your head, feeling like at a crossroads. It could have been, it could have been two things. Whoa. I want to know what this says in here. Stay alert and consider the adversary's viewpoint in order to avoid a potentially difficult situation. Okay. I think it was maybe two things. So was it that her life ended in the earth plane and her husband was the god of death? Or was it because they both had incarnation end on the earth plane? Was that why they were in the underworld afterlife? That they both ended their incarnation on the earth plane? Nine of Cups. Nine is higher learning, higher education, spirituality, and faith. Cups is feelings, emotions, and water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So the Nine of Cups can be an overindulgence, some kind of intoxication. It can be resting after all your hard work. Your wishes heard to the universe, and your dreams about to come true. It's like it's connected to some spirituality, higher realm, higher education, something like that. Wishes her to the universe. Where's Cups? Here we go. No, that's not it either. What? Oh, you know what? I think they're calling the Cups the chalices in here. Yeah, even though they don't do that on the card anyway. Whatever. It's okay. See? Yes. Okay, so Nine of Chalices, Nine of Cups. So we do not always recognize good luck, which sometimes arrives when we are unable to appreciate it. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it was about incarnating spirit realm. Okay, all right. Anyway, okay, so now with the 7 gates of the underworld, what is the meaning of the 7 gates? Are they truly the gates in the afterlife? Is it a veil? What is it? I thought of the 7 chakras. But what is what are these 7 gates in the underworld? Judgment. That could be a yes to what I was saying. It could be made a decision. The trumpets blowing. The angels coming down. A huge yes. It's a number 20. We could reduce that 20 to a 2. And that's earth plane, earthly things, material things. Evaluating the path we have traveled, we can find the best way to face the future. We have to think of what we are and not what we would like to be. So, are these 7 gates really the 7 chakras? Are these 7 gates really the 7 chakras? Are these 7 gates really the 7 chakras? Please, Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of the Love and Light only. Woo! We have the 6 of Swords. 6 can be health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries, organization, Virgo. But the Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So, the 6 of Swords can be moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground and travel. Some kind of travel. I feel like we all are here to work through each of our chakras to get to the path of enlightenment. It's snowing. Very interesting. Spiritual awakening, Kundalini, things like that. The health body, the 6th house. It's about health, our body, wellness, daily routines. Okay. All right. So did Ereshkigal kill Inanna out of rage? Truly? Whoa. Did Ereshkigal kill Inanna out of rage? Truly? Did Ereshkigal kill Inanna out of rage? Truly? Oh. 10 of Wands, not truly kill, okay? I had a feeling. 10 can be a no for me. 10 of Wands is about burdens, about putting your burdens down to get a restart, a new beginning, a fresh new start. Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. Can we do this again? Let's see if this works. But I get that, no, not truly killer. Not truly, okay? Here in a minute. Actually, I'm going to switch decks now. Oh, I love my new stool. I love it. I'm not sitting here worried about me eating shit. Okay. All right, let's do the Hermetic Tarot. Hermetic Tarot. Nothing. Just sitting there loading. That's my internet for ya. Okay, again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. The truth is, though, it's stranger than fiction. All right, here we go. So with Inanna's father helping the servant get Inanna back, what were these two tiny creatures that he made out of clay? What were these two tiny creatures that Inanna's father made to get Inanna back? 3 of Cups. It says Lord of Abundance. So 3 can be communication, transportation, journeys, and the 3rd house can be rule technology. Anyway, Cups is feelings, emotions, water, liquid, okay? 3 of Cups can be 3 energies, mingling, hanging out, partying, getting together, to get-togethers, 3 energies. That technology thing stood out to me. Ooh, let's ask, what were these two tiny creatures actually technology in some way? Were these two tiny creatures some kind of technology back then that he created? What in the hell were these two tiny creatures? 6 of Swords, Lord of Earned Success. 6 of Swords. It's that moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground, and travel. They were supposed to travel to the underworld to get Inanna back. Wow. It reminds me of a vehicle. Woo! It reminds me of a vehicle. 6 is health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries, organization. And Swords is air, words, communication. Were these two tiny creatures actually like vehicles? Like high-tech vehicles or something? Holy shite. Let's see. The Star and the 10 of Cups. Oh, no. That fell for some reason. Check this rock out my fiance found. It's like quartz in the center, and it's like iron on each side, and then rock. And it goes all the way through the rock. Cool, huh? Anyway, Star. The Star can be Aquarius energy. It's an air sign. So, it says the daughter of the firmament. Okay. The Star card is my star beings card, my otherworldly beings card. Star being guidance. It can be vulnerability, channeling, downloading, connections to the universe. Then the 10 of Cups. 10 can be no, but 10 can be a fulfillment, success, completion. Cups is that water, emotions, feelings. It says Lord of perfected success. 10 of Cups can be family, structure, stability, happiness, joy, abundance. Huh. Interesting, you guys. Oh, and on this Star card, there's it's almost a full zodiac wheel. There's the Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn. The Tree of Life is on here. Gal. Star beings. Air. Universal. With this 10 of Cups. 10 can be success, completion, endings, and new beginnings. Happiness, joy, good solid foundation, and structure. Were these two tiny creatures really made from clay, like that it is said? 8 of Swords. 8 is death, rebirth, reincarnation. Swords is air, words, communication, Lord of shortened force. 8 of Swords can be a mental imprisonment, feeling tied up in the head, jail, locked up, surrounded. This is freaking so weird. That's not a yes. Clay. That's not a yes. Okay, let's see. What else can we ask about this? Were they like monsters? Were these two creatures like monsters? Like monsters or something? Huh? You can go ask, yeah. Were they like monsters? Oh. You know what? Just popped in my head. Like little demons. What the heck? Going to the underworld to go get Inanna? The moon, a ruler of flux and reflux. The moon. Subconscious, illusion, secrets, lies, unknown, unseen, Pisces energy, emotions, feelings, maternal, doorways, portals. Ooh, and there's Egyptian symbols on here. Okay, hold on. What is his name? The god of the underworld in Egyptian. Okay, hold on. Let me get this guidebook. Let's see. Here it is. Oh crap, what is his name? Shoot. Let's find the moon in here. Not too long, so crap. It should tell us on here though. Okay, the moon. Ruler of flux and reflux. Oof, back of head. The sign of Pisces at the upper portion of the card is shown by the new full moon. Sorry. Emanating from the moon are 16 principal and 16 secondary rays, totaling 32. The number of paths of the Sefer Yetzirah. 4 golden yods fall like drops of water from the moon, showing its power over the flux of the world. The 2 towers represent the gateway of resurrection. Yes. The towers are guarded by dogs, the jackals. There we go. Anubis. There we go. Anubis. Okay. It reminds me of Anu. God Anu. That was said to be one of Inanna's fathers. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Anubis. Jackals of the Egyptian. Psychompomp. Anubis. Witness to the disruption and anxiety, the dark waters of night appear below, cast in turmoil by the compelling influence of the moon. Suggest the dark paths of toil and effort. At the center of the card, the winged scarab follows the path of all heavenly bodies, rising in the east and setting in the west. Oh, that is interesting. Inanna was like depicted as the brightest star in the morning and evening while the sun rises. That's the brightest star in the sky. The sun in the morning and in the west, setting in the backwards. I'm so backwards. Rising in the east, setting in the west. Wow. Oh, there's so much connection to Egyptian stuff right here. He carries a solar disk in front and behind. Deception, error, falsity, dissatisfaction, and change. Oh my gosh. Is Anubis Anu? Is Anubis Anu? Is Anubis really Anu? Okay, cool. 9 of Swords. 9 is higher learning, higher education, spirituality, faith, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. Swords is air, words, communication. Oh, Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Well, that's interesting. Lord of Despair and Cruelty. There's another sun symbol here. Let's see here. Where's the swords? Where's the swords? Here we go. Lord of Despair and Cruelty. 9 of Swords appear, 8 of which are completely mangled. The 8 of Swords are crossed, 4 from each side, and the 9th sword, largest of all and curved, rises upward from the bottom of the card. Even the hilt of this sword is a barbaric in its sharpness. The center rose is transformed into a disfigured disc with 12 distorted rays. The symbols for Mars and Gemini appear above and below. Mars and Gemini, 10 degrees to 20 degrees. Angels, Enevel and Moikael. Despair, cruelty, lack of pity, suffering, want, miscarriage, loss, misery, burden, oppression, labor, subtlety, and craft, lying, dishonesty, slander, yet also obedience, faithfulness in its fashion. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is so interesting. All right, let's light another incense. Yeah, we're going to definitely have a part 2. Dang it. I never want to, but I have to. We're going to end this soon as a part 1, and then I'm just going to go straight into part 2. Okay? All right. Now, let's keep going. Did these gods, goddesses have powers that we can only imagine? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 8 is death, rebirth, reincarnation, endings and new beginnings, transformation. Pentacles is earth plane, earthly things, material things. 8 of Pentacles, it says loot of prudence, but 8 of Pentacles can be the job card, working, creating, mastering, career, like job. Abilities to master and create things. Like what? Like what? You know what? Maybe I'll do an oracle. I think so. I'm going to put this one back. Let's do an oracle. Let's do the Untamed Elemental first. Oh, I just seen the Tree of Life. Oh, there it is. Okay, what powers of these gods and goddesses? What were they? What were these powers? Something about mastering, creating, working, or a job. What are these powers? Can you tell us in the Untamed Elemental? Divine Masculine. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. So, let's get this little guidebook. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to end this as a part 1 here in a minute. So here we go. Divine Masculine. Presence. Resonate with electricity and extraordinary skill. That reminds me of this card. The job, skill, mastering, creating. Okay. Divine Masculine enlists his perfect mind to gallantly deliver creative instruction. He harmonizes his influence with Divine Feminine's untouched omnipresence, giving rise to the exquisite individuality that characterizes all life. This sacred polarity between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine is responsible for the totality of existence and lives within each of us, regardless of how we identify ourselves within our own body. Divine Masculine indicates that your full presence is required. By simply aligning your unfractured consciousness with the moment, you supply healing, balancing truths, and conjure new possibilities and outcomes. It is much easier to receive a message from your inner Divine Masculine wisdom when you anchor your full presence within each moment. Practice this and you will soon discover a secret. You are a painter of galaxies and legend of the real. Harmonious attunement with self, others, and surroundings. Remove distractions and become fully present in the moment. Do only one thing at a time. It's like mastering feminine and masculine. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. What was this food and water of life that Inanna's father gave to the servant, or the two tiny creatures, to take to Inanna and kind of like resurrect her, right? So I want to know, is it a Kundalini? Because I think these 7 gates are the 7 chakras that she had to work through and all that. So what is the food and water of life? I wonder if I should do an oracle. You know what? Let's do an oracle, and let's do, let's do Beyond Lemuria. Okay. Beyond Lemuria. What is this food and water of life? What is this food and water of life, please? Dear Divine Source, a Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only. What is this food and water of life? Can you tell us in Beyond Lemuria? No way. There's water here. It says number 35. Add it up. What do you get? An 8. Reincarnation, endings and new beginnings, death, rebirth, luminescence. And she's got this heart, and it's like she's got the frequency of the heart chakra. She's like capable of doing that. And there's dragonflies, lily pads. She's in the water. Oh, it reminds me of like shocking the heart back to life. Oh my gosh. Is this like almost like a rebirth? Like almost like a spiritual awakening, like a rebirth or something. Maybe it's a real incarnation. Okay, let's freaking read about this, and then we're gonna end this as a part 1. Number 35. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. All right, here we go. Luminescence, self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts. Light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your heart armor. Oh, she's been depicted with armor. Okay. Accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strengths. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to finish some of my questions. Okay. Well, we'll do that in part 2. A vulnerable, wide open heart, authentic, heartfelt needs. Okay. Consider the parts of yourself you may not be accepting. You may be experiencing an inner dissonance due to what you are trying to push away. This card is about self-love. That is the deep, compassionate, unconditional love of self that brings you into wholeness. Oh my gosh. Oh, like a rebirth. Luminescence means the essence of light. There is nothing that makes us shine more than a heart that is full of love. You can shine through the shadows most gracefully when there is no fear within. Accept your shadows so they can more easily resolve. Allow more light and love inside and out of your world. Interesting. I think it has something to do with some kind of spiritual awakening, an enlightenment. And you have to have self-love and unconditional love, right? Okay, I do want to ask one more question though. Is this a Kundalini activation or something? Let's do Tarot of a Moon Garden real quick. Is this some kind of Kundalini activation? This food and water of life? Is this some kind of Kundalini activation, please? Uh-oh. No way. Wow. That would be a yes. And it's the Ace of Cups. That's self-love, unconditional love, the heart chakra, heart center, purity of the heart, unconditional love, self-love, overpour of feelings and emotions. And there's a full moon. I think it's some kind of Kundalini. Did they have some kind of technology to awaken the Kundalini? Did they have some kind of like technology to awaken the Kundalini? 3 of Cups and Judgment? What? Okay, remember, 3 can be communication, transportation, journeys, and the 3rd house can rule technology. The 3 of Cups, Cups is liquid, water, emotions, feelings. 3 of Cups can be parties, celebration, mingling, hanging out, 3 energies. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hold on. No. I was thinking the heart chakra was the 3rd, but it's not. It's not. That's okay. But anyway, we have judgment too. It's a number 20. We can reduce the 20 to a 2. Earthly plane, earthly things here on earth. And the judgment can be a huge yes. It can be made a decision, trumpets blowing, a huge yes. There's another dove on there of purity, and 2 dolphins. More water. And the full moon as well. Full moon, illusion, subconscious. That is so crazy. Okay, guys, that's going to be the end of part 1 on Goddess Inanna / Ishtar. And I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too. Let me know your thoughts. And if you kind of like picked up on anything that I didn't say, let me know. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to. Thank you so much for being here. If you want me to cover any topics, just let me know in the comments below. Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only, but truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow, use your discernment. Unconditional love and light, so be it. And I will see you guys in part 2. Thanks so much. Bye.